Hello my lovely mystical starlights. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, MysticalMar. For those of you guys who do not know me, hello, hi, I'm Maria. Welcome to my channel. Also, hello to those of you guys who have been with me since the very beginning, as well as those of you guys who have recently subscribed. I'm very grateful, thankful, and blessed for all of your guys' continuous support here on my channel. For those of you guys who have subscribed, for those of you guys that like every single one of my videos, as well as those of you guys who comment on my videos on whether they resonate with you or not. I am very grateful and thankful for your guys' continuous support. And I'm also very grateful, thankful, and blessed to be able to channel and to connect with you here once more today. Today we are going to be doing a Pick a Powerpuff reading. This reading is inspired by one of my clients on Instagram. They have a very lively personality. Their name is Johnny. Shout out to Johnny for inspiring this Pick a Card reading. He had sent me this cute little box with a card in it with all the Powerpuffs within the box, and I thought it was really sweet that he wrote on the card, "Hope these superhero girls help fight any negative energies." So with that being said, we're going to be doing a Pick a Powerpuff here to see what your superpowers are so that we could see how you could use those superpowers to fight off negative energies. So this video is supposed to enlighten you about what your superhero powers are, what superhero powers you may have that you may not even be aware of. We're going to be looking into all of that, and what you're going to do now is you're going to pick a Powerpuff girl. And for those of you guys that don't know who the Powerpuff Girls are, it is a cartoon series that used to be on, I think it was Cartoon Network, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't watched the Powerpuff Girls in a long time. I had to re-watch some of the episodes today, and I also even looked up the characteristics and the traits relating to each one of the Powerpuff Girls' superpowers so that I could get better insight for this pick a card today, or pick a pile today. And the Powerpuff Girls, they are little gals that used to fight off evil within their town, within their city. They used to fight crime with their supernatural gifts and powers. So we are going to be looking into each one right now so that you could choose which Powerpuff Girl is really drawing you in. You could choose one of the Powerpuff Girls, multiple of them, or all of them, whichever one or ones are drawing you in. So the first Powerpuff Girl that we have is Bubbles. She's the very sweet Powerpuff Girl, very kind, but if you get on her nerves, she does act up. The second one here is Blossom. Blossom is the baddie of the group, to be honest with you. And we'll get into more as to why I'm saying that, but the second option here is Blossom. And then the third option here is Buttercup. And Buttercup here is the one that has more of a tough exterior, but is really, truly a sweetheart when it really comes down to it. They're actually a very sensitive individual. So what you're going to do is choose out of the Powerpuff Gals here. I'm going to give you some time. Again, this is Bubbles, this is Blossom, and this is Buttercup. So go ahead and choose your fighter.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girls. The Powerpuff Girls were born using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup.
So let's get into it. For those of you guys who have chosen Bubbles here, let's see what your superpowers are that you may already be aware of or that you may be enlightened on. So let's see here. The first card that I have is just the description of Bubbles. Some of these characteristics or attributes could relate to you. If not, no worries. We have more cards on the board. So I wrote down air and water sign placements. Some of you guys may have the elements of air or water signs within your natal chart, your birth chart. I also have that some of you guys may have blonde hair, blue eyes. Some of you have cool updo hairstyles that you may like to do. And then I also have some of you guys may like the color blue, or you may look good in the color blue, or you may want to wear the color blue more in order to activate your throat chakra. For those of you guys that have chosen Bubbles here, you guys do have an activated throat chakra, so you guys are skilled in fields relating to communication or using your voice in general. So let's get into the superpowers. The first one that I wrote down here is shadow cloning. Now, don't take it word for word or for the actual meaning. Again, I'm channeling these superpowers here. So in terms of shadow cloning here, I put amazing multitaskers. You have the ability to juggle a lot and work on multiple things and accomplish all within a timely manner. And not everybody could do multiple things at once. A lot of people get frazzled. So that is one of your superpowers. I also have Electrokinesis. So that is the ability to manipulate energy. And I put, you could bend people's perceptions for your own will, whether for good or bad. And then I also put that you guys may be amazing at tech work. I am picking that up for some of you guys. You have the ability to tap into tech devices. Some of you guys have the superpower of being a great investigator through technology, tapping into phones, tapping into laptops, tapping into computers. I am picking that up strongly for a few of you. Again, some of these may resonate, some of these may not, because there are multiple people watching. I also have hydrokinetic construct. So it says some of you may be amazing swimmers. So some of you guys may be skilled at being in the water or performing certain acrobatics in the water is what I'm hearing. Some of you guys are just really strong swimmers, and that is a skill, that is a superpower, because if you ever for whatever reason get stuck or stranded in water, or even if you need to save somebody in water, you know how to do so. Now that's for some of you, not all of you. Now let's get into a couple more of your superpowers on this card. It says some of you are creative in aromatherapy. So the reason why I picked that up is because when I think of bubbles, I think of liquids, right? So I am picking up here that some of you guys may be skilled in making certain scents, blending essential oils, making candles. I am picking up here. Some of you guys may be skilled at making perfumes or body sprays, room sprays. I am picking up here. Also, some of you guys may be really skilled at making particular beverages, and that is a superpower. You can make a mean drink. For some of you guys listening to this, for others of you guys, you could use your superpowers of blending things together to make healing sprays or to make fragrances that make people feel good and smell good is what I am picking up from Spirit. I also have zoopathy and animal whisperers. So some of you guys have a psychic connection with animals. And so some of you guys can know, sense, and feel what's happening with animals around you. So I am picking up here, let's say that you are in the room with your friend and they have a pet dog, for example, and the dog cannot stop barking and your friend can't even figure out, its own owner can't figure out what is going on with the dog, but you already know that something is hurting the dog, or the dog could not like their food because they could be allergic to their food, something random like that. I'm just picking up here that you have a psychic connection with animals. It could even just be that you know why particular animals are within your circle is what I am picking up. If you get visited by particular animals, or for example, if you're taking a walk and a certain bird crosses your pathway, you know that that is a message from your angels, your spirit guides, that is trying to get your attention. And usually when animals come up, you guys, I always tell my clients to look up the meaning of that animal. It can even be insects as well, because there are certain characteristics or attributes relating to that insect or that animal that you may want to take on, or the characteristics or the attributes relating to that animal could be pertaining to an energy that may be coming your way. So do keep this in mind for those of you guys that didn't know that you have a psychic connection with animals. I also have hypersonic sound blast. So those of you guys that have chosen bubbles here, this first pile, you guys are definitely skilled when it comes to musically inclined related pursuits. Some of you guys have an amazing singing voice, an amazing rapper voice here is what I'm picking up. Some of you guys I am picking up here just have great communication skills. I put some of you guys are good at creating music through particular beats, frequency, hertz, sound bowls, instruments, or through your own voice. So for those of you guys that are already pursuing something in music, keep on going for it. And for those of you guys that are not, and you've had an interest in playing a particular instrument or getting into singing, Spirit is saying to go for it, or even performing sound healing by performing certain beats, or it could be using particular frequency, hertz, or sound bowls as well. And then the last one that I wrote down before we get into some playing cards, oracle cards, and tarot for your pile is omnilingualism. So that is the power to speak, decipher any language is what I am picking up here. And so many of you here may speak multiple languages. Some of you guys may be bilingual, or you could speak multiple languages, and that is a superpower. If you are in someone else's country and you can't speak their language or know what that person is saying, then you're going to end up being lost. So for some of you guys, one of your superpowers here is being able to speak multiple languages, or at least understand multiple languages if you do not speak the language, is what I am picking up from Spirit. So let's get into some more cards on the board. Some of you guys here may have an age ending in a 9, is what I am picking up here, or a 1. Some of you guys may have a life path number 9 or a life path number 1. With the 9 of diamonds coming up here, I am picking up here that some of you guys here are really great at bringing in abundance, bringing in prosperity into your life here. Some of you guys are also really great at being self-focused. You don't allow people to taint your ambitions, is what I'm hearing from Spirit when it comes to accumulating more for yourself in life here with the 9 of Pentacles coming out. A lot of you guys here listening to this have an abundant mindset here with the abundance card coming out, the dollar signs, and the 9 of diamonds here. And that is a superpower because a lot of people come from a lack mentality. A lot of people think that they are just stuck or stagnant when it comes to their resources, when it comes to their material investments, when it comes to their income. But I am picking up here that you guys always surpass your limited mindsets at times when it comes to money by thinking more optimistically, by thinking positively. And so if you do have a negative or a pessimistic viewpoint when it comes to money, Spirit is encouraging you here to practice affirmations, guided meditations, because you could accumulate the funds or the material items that you want, or you can make the material investments or financial investments that you want. So on the back of this abundance card, it says, being a thoughtful steward for the money you already have is the secret to creating more abundance. When you trust yourself to handle more, that's when more shows up. So I am picking up here that some of you guys may be coming into more money coming up here. Some of you guys also may have a D in your name, first, middle, or last initial. The next card that I have on the board is the Doctor card here. So some of your guys' superpowers is being a healer here. Doesn't mean that you have to be a doctor per se, but you have some sort of healing abilities within you to heal your own self and to heal humanity here with this Doctor card coming out, mentally, emotionally, or physically here with that card coming out. I also have digital marketing. So some of you guys may be really great at digital marketing. I am not so great. And so with this card coming up here, Spirit is wanting you to realize that that is one of your superpowers here, being able to digitally market yourself or even others to bring in abundance for your own self by helping others. The next card that I have on the board is the Ant card coming up here. So some of you guys may know someone or have the name Antoinette, or you guys could have an A-N-T in your name, those 3 letters together, or just separately A-N or T, those initials may be of significance to some of you guys' first, middle, or last name. I am picking up here Anthony, Antoinette, Antonietta. With this card coming up, it says work, achievement, and success. So I am picking up here that your drive, your stamina is a superpower because it's going to bring you into work, achievement, and success in this lifetime here. I'm also picking up here that some of you guys could think that you're just this small little ant, but you're making a bigger impact on the world more than you may realize here, especially in terms of your career life or whatever it is that you do for career with this card coming out. I also have the fill up your well card. So I am picking up here that whatever it is that you do in terms of your healing abilities here, it helps people refuel their own selves, and you have the ability to refuel your own self here. A lot of watery energy. So again, some of you guys could have water sign placements within your natal chart. Some of you guys may have long black hair that is listening to this as well, or just longer hair. So it says, fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. So I am picking up here that some of your guys' superpowers is knowing when to disconnect, because not everybody knows when to disconnect. Some people just give and give and give, and then they end up being energetically drained to the point where they can't even show up for their own self. So that is what I am saying there with that one. I also have the power card coming out. So with the power card coming out, it is showing me here that you have leadership abilities. Also, it is not surprising that a power card came out within, you know, a superpower hero reading here, right? So I am picking up here that some of you guys may be afraid of your power, but you see things clearly and you know how it is to use your power in a moralistic or ethical way, where you're not stepping over others, where you're being assertive, not only to help yourself, but to help other people around you, whether that is within your community, whether that is amongst a group of friends, family members, or an organization. It could factor in many different ways or forms. There's also number 1 on this card. I feel like I already mentioned that number, but that could be a life path number. There's also number 4 here. It could be an age ending in that number, a birth month relating to that number, or a birth date ending in that number. So the next card that I have on the board is the love card, and there's parrots on this card, and parrots are not parents, but some of you guys, your superpowers are being amazing parents. I am picking that up here. Not everybody is an amazing parent, so that is something to commend yourself for, right? But what I was saying is parrot. I am picking up here with the spirit totem of the parrot bird coming out here. Parrots are representative of communication, which we already went over, and it's funny because these parrots here are singing on the card. So a lot of you guys have amazing singing voices. You're able to soothe your own mind, body, and soul by singing, or even by communicating, by expressing yourself vocally, and you're able to help calm down other people around you, or help other people around you feel more alive through your vocal expressions here with this card coming out. Also, some of your guys' superpowers are speaking words of love. Not everybody, you know, is as sentimental or gentle or soft as you in terms of communication, but I am picking up here that you guys are. And when you put out the energy of love, when you express love vocally, it comes back to you, whether you may realize it or not. So it says, love is a many splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors. Like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent. Some of you guys, you have the superpower to be pet parents here. And, you know, it's not easy taking care of a pet. Sometimes they act up. Sometimes they destroy furniture. Sometimes they get out and you have to go catch them, right? It says, or the surge of self-congratulation I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try. For some of you guys, your superpower is being skilled in playing basketball. I am picking up here that some of you guys here, you are skilled in that sport. I'm also getting here that some of you guys have the superpower of being able to get something right the first time around. You don't have to be given many chances, which is rare. It says, or how about the chills I get while singing along too? So you give people chills through your voice. That is one of your superpowers in a good way, is what I am hearing from Spirit. The next cup that I have on the board is the 2 of Cups. Some of you guys may have a birthday within the month of February, not all of you. I am picking up here with the 2 of Cups that you guys are able to make friends with many different walks of life. Your superpowers are your honor, your respect here. I am picking up here, you are somebody who honors other people. You respect other people's cultures, traditions, races here. I am getting here because of so you have the superpower of inviting in genuine people within your life. And just know, for those of you guys that have picked bubbles here, People see you as somebody who is very honest and as a good friend. They also love to laugh with you. Some of you guys, your superpower is your laugh. Whenever it is that you laugh, you make your friends laugh in a good way. You get everybody in a good energy here, is what I am picking up. Some of you guys are definitely really skilled at swimming here, because in this Two of Cups here, these individuals are mermaids, or a merwoman or a merman here, or whatever you want to identify as. Now, the next card that I have on the board is the Golden Crown Chakra. Some of you guys may be skilled at doing hair. I am picking that up here. I am picking up here that some of you guys have golden ideas, is what I am picking up here, or golden opportunities that you are able to present to other people. And that is one of your superpowers. As you extend out opportunities to other people, they come back to you. And it could just even be that you accumulate your own opportunities through your golden mind, is what I am picking up here. I am getting here that this is a really random message. It's not going to resonate with all of you guys, but for those of you guys that have been wanting to get into skincare, I am getting here that you could create a particular product that would help people's skin illuminate more or be radiant more here, with this Golden Crown Chakra card coming out. I am getting here as well that the number 14, 1, or 4 may be of relevance to some of you guys. Some of you guys, those could be life path numbers, birth dates ending in those numbers, or birth months relating to those numbers, or ages even ending in those numbers. And the last card that I have is the rest card. So some of you guys know, again, when it is to rest and to retreat, you don't overdo it. You don't overwork yourself to the point where you can't give back to yourself and to others here any longer. You know when it is to rest, to refuel, and to recharge. And I am getting here that Spirit could be telling you within this pile, you guys, there's a need for you to not worry as much and to relax your mind by allowing yourself to rest, to not worry about anything relating to money. If you were to replenish your mind, your body, your soul at this time, practice those guided affirmations, guided meditations relating to abundance after the fact. After you get some rest, you're going to see that accumulation of material goods or financial prosperity to come in. So just keep this in mind. I'm also getting here with the rest card that you guys could have very prophetic dreams. I am getting here that your dreams may correlate to your waking reality. And that is a superpower, because you're going to know, you know, the energy that you may encounter the next day or the month after, months after, whatever the case may be, however the dream feels to you. There's also number 43 on this card. That age or that number may be of relevance to you. It could also be the numbers 4, 3, or 7. Again, those could be ages ending in those numbers, birth dates ending in those numbers, life path numbers, or birth months relating to those numbers. And that is all I got for those of you guys who have chosen pile number 1 with bubbles here. I hope you guys like this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Comment down below whether this video resonates with you or not. For those of you guys that are wanting to book a personal reading with me, I am currently open for bookings at this time. All you have to do is look over my description box. My prices, policies, disclaimers, and payment info, as well as my email, are within that description box. I would overlook that before sending me an email to get you scheduled in. Once you send me that email, I will assign you a booking date. Do keep in mind that I have a 7-day turnaround policy, so that if you book with me if I give you a particular booking date, you will receive your reading anytime from that booked date going into 7 days after, not including weekends. Okay, so you can receive your reading within that time frame. I also pretty soon here will be putting out a rest of the year, new year special, not new year, but rest of the year special reading. So if you're watching this, you don't have to be watching this within 2022, because this is a timeless reading. But if you happen to watch this within the months of June or July of 2022, I will be offering my rest of the year special spread. It covers 6 months out. I look into each month in depth. I look into career, finances, any type of relationships that want to come up, or any other miscellaneous messages. And I conclude each month with Archangel guidance. It will also include what Spirit wants you to focus on for the remainder of the year. So if you're interested in that, again, all you have to do is send me an email. And that is all I got for you, my mystical, lovely, superpower powered Starlights who have chosen pile number 1 with bubbles. I'm wishing you guys nothing but great love, great health, abundance, luck, success, and prosperity to come. Bye, guys. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to be looking into your superpowers for those of you guys who have chosen pile number 2 with Blossom. Let's get into it. Let's see what your superhero powers are. So with you guys choosing Blossom, some of you guys may have fire or air placements within your natal birth chart. Some of you may have red or orange hue hair, or some of you guys may wear hair of these colors, or if you've been thinking about doing so, go for it. It says some of you guys may like to wear hair accessories. Some of you may have bangs. Some of your guys' favorite colors may be red or orange, or some of you guys may like to wear those colors or look good in those colors. Red is relating to the root chakra, so if you were to wear the color red more, it will bring in more stability, more security within your life. And if you were to wear the color orange more, it will help you dive deeper into your passions. It will help you express your passionate side more as well. So let's get into some of your superpowers here. Let's see, we have superhuman logic. I put some of you guys always know things that other people would not. It says extremely intelligent. Your knowledge helps people and your own self in circumstances that a normal individual would not be able to overcome. Some of you guys may have a high IQ level is what I'm picking up as well. Some of you guys may be really, really skilled than the average, than the norm within a particular subject or study as well. I also have superhuman negotiation skills. I put you guys are incredible at making deals. If you don't have a business of your own, you should. So some of you guys may have a business that is listening to this. If not, this is your cue to start one, because you guys have superhuman negotiation skills. You guys could even be able to negotiate yourself out of situations that one would not usually be able to do. In doing so is what I'm picking up here. The next card that I have on the board, or the next superpower that I have on the board for you guys, is Cryokinesis. It says the ability to manipulate ice. So, we are human, so you may not actually have the ability to manipulate ice just with your own physical form. But I am picking up here that some of you guys may be amazing when it comes to ice-related sports or snow-related sports. So ice skating, snowboarding, skiing. I am getting here that some of you guys have superpowers in sports relating to sew. I also put some of you guys can adapt to any type of climate or temperature. So some of you guys may be able to live in extreme temperatures, either really hot climates or really frigid, cold climates is what I am picking up here. It says some of you guys may be skilled in body sculpting or regular sculpting out of any material, clay or ice. So, when you go to like extravagant parties and you see those ice sculptures, some of you guys may literally be skilled in carving out one of those ice sculptures. I am picking that up from Spirit here. When I read the word cryokinesis and the definition of it. And also some of you guys may be skilled in body sculpting. Some people use particular devices in regards to body sculpting. If you don't know what body sculpting is so that your figure can look more snatched, more slim, or so that you look more toned. And some of you guys may be good at sculpting with clay. I also put some of you guys are good at predicting the weather wherever you're at, so you always know how to dress. Another one of your superpowers is superhuman Mimicry. So it says some of you guys make great impersonators either through your voice or physical appearances. You're versatile in style. So some of you guys could dress up as particular superheroes such as Blossom and you would look exactly like that character. Some of you guys could want to get into impersonating celebrities, like you have the ability to impersonate their voice, impersonate their mannerisms. Some of you guys could pull off being someone else. Hopefully not for anything bad, right? I am picking up here as well that some of you guys have like animated voices, so you may even be able to animate, or you may even be able to be the voice within particular cartoons or shows is what I am picking up here. The next card that I have, or the next superpower that I have, is Pyrokinesis. Hopefully I'm saying these words right because I had to look up the definitions of them. I was really getting into this reading for you guys today because it's a fun one. So it says ability to create fire with the mind. And I put, but what I got from this is that this can relate to your survival skills. If you were stranded somewhere, you'd be able to create fire with the tools around you, even if there isn't a lighter or matches, I wrote. Others, so some of you guys could be like on the show Survival, is that the name of it? Survivor, sorry. I don't watch that show that much. Some of you guys could be Naked, what's that one show, Naked and Afraid or something like that? I'm getting like those types of vibes. You would actually, you know, prosper in those types of settings or scenes because you guys are able to make, you know, something out of nothing or out of resources that a normal human would not be able to do so without skill set or without knowledge. And also, since you guys have chosen Blossom, if you've noticed, we've gone over a lot of characteristics and superpowers so far. You guys have chosen the baddest super hero here in the game to me because I picked up the most channeled messages for this particular superhero here. So don't tell the other groups, okay? Don't be shady and tell the other groups, but you guys are very, very, very special. Whoever has chosen pile number 2 here, you guys have a lot of superpowers, skills, and talents within you here. So let's see. It says others of you have the ability to use the element of fire to create unique pieces. So I know some people create particular glass pieces through the element of fire. That is just an example. The next card that I have, or the next superpower that I have for you guys, is Invisibility. It says you guys are good at going ghost. When something does not serve you, you know how to reserve your energy. The next one that I have is Cosmic Awareness. Some of you may be knowledgeable in astrology and particular transits, which are planetary positions. And I am picking up here that some of you guys could look into your birth chart or look into particular transits that may be happening in the sky to know when you should or shouldn't do something. You guys may also be able to advise other people when they should or shouldn't do something, is what I'm picking up as well through this superpower that you guys have. The next one that I have is Astral Projection. It says some of you guys have the ability to travel within the dream state. You could visit places, people, and other dimensions. Some of you guys have the ability to invent tools, devices, or systems. So if you've ever wanted to create or invent something, here is your cue to do so. The next card that I have, or the next superpower, is Future Trails. Some of you guys are good when it comes to geography, knowing particular lands in which you are in or studying particular lands. It says you always know where to go in unfamiliar places, even if you feel lost. Some of you guys have the ability to connect with lands. You may be able to predict what will happen in certain places before it happens, is what I am picking up. I also have Teleportation. It says you have enough energy to be able to attend multiple places within a day. So obviously I haven't met somebody yet that could snap their fingers and be transported to Italy, Greece, and, you know, some bomb places, right? I wish I could teleport there, but I am picking up here that you guys have the ability to go many different places at once. A lot of people get tired out in doing so, not at once, but throughout the day. The next superpower you guys have is Photographic Memories. Some of you have the ability to take mental screenshots of something so that you can remember it down the line and apply it to whatever situation you may be finding yourself in down the line. I also have Shapeshifter. You are a chameleon. You could adapt or fit in any habitat. I also have Lie Detectors. You guys can smell BS a mile away. No one can pull something over on you. And then I also put that your presence is known. That's kind of random after that one sentence, but just know that your presence is known. Your superpower is that people know who you are and what you came here to do, so people can't mess with you. That's probably why I put that after the lie detector sentences there. And then the next superpower that I have is Omni Competence, the ability to handle all situations and matters. So no matter what type of tough circumstances or situations you may be finding yourself in, you always find yourself out of them. I wrote down a lot of the omnis. So you guys that have chosen pile number 2, you guys are incredibly psychic. You guys have psychic and spiritual abilities. You guys are cosmically connected to the above realm, to other dimensions. So the next one that I have is Omniscience, the ability to know everything. And where you may not know exactly every single little thing, right? I am picking up here, you know a whole lot more than most people. I also have skilled writers. Some of you guys could be skilled in writing poetry, short stories, fiction, automatic writing, scripting I also put. And then the last card, I dedicated it to psychic powers. Some of you guys are good at divination, what I'm doing here today. Some of you guys are good at reading tarot cards, oracle cards. Some of you guys are good at picking or pulling runes. I am picking up here. Reiki healing, sound healing. Some of you guys could connect with other dimensions, other beings, other realms here. Some of you guys can connect with the dead. Some of you guys may have mediumship abilities or skills, whether you may not realize it, is what I'm picking up here, whether you know it or not. And then the last one is Omnipresence, the ability to be anywhere and everywhere, meaning you have the ability to catch people's attention even if you're not in the same room as them. So that is what I am seeing there when I looked up the superpowers of Blossom so that I could channel what superpowers you guys have. Let's get into some tarot, some oracle cards, some regular playing cards here to see what other superpowers that you guys may have. So this is kind of like random, but I forget the name of it exactly. But some of you guys have these superpowers in being able to create furniture for your own self so that you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money. Some of you guys have the ability to make custom pieces. In particular though, I'm getting tables, chairs, sofas, bed frames. I'm getting anything that relates to using a saw and wood and things like that. I am picking that up very, very strongly. With the 4 clubs here, some of you guys are really skilled at working on cars. Some of you guys have the superpower to fix cars, and not everybody does. And it does come in handy because if you get stranded somewhere, you would know how to fix the car and how to, do whatever needs to be done to get the car back up and running, right? Also with the 4 clubs here, this talks about leadership energy. You guys know how to be a leader. You guys know how to tackle on a lot of work, a lot of stress, and handle it well, and still being able to be structured in yourself and help other people be structured in whatever fields you are finding yourself in or outlets you are finding yourself in. Some of you guys may have a birth date ending in the number 4 is what I am picking up here. The next card that I have on the board is the delivery drivers here. So this doesn't have to mean literally, although some of you guys could be delivery drivers, and some of you guys may end up delivering people's packages or whatever it is that you deliver, whether it is food items, whatever the case may be, you deliver it in like speed. I couldn't snap just now, but speed lightning is what I am picking up from Spirit. I am picking up here that some of you guys deliver messages from the other realm. So if you're having a conversation with somebody and you really, really feel the urge or the need to tell them something about what it is that you're feeling about them, tell them, because you are psychically guided to tell people certain things here with that delivery driver's card coming out. I also have patience here. So it says it is safe to wait. So I am picking up here that you have patience. That is a superpower because you know when it is that you should exert your energy and when it is that you should hold yourself back. Because if you do something at the wrong timing, you can miss the mark. But you have enough patience here to know exactly when it is that you should be exerting yourself here with this card coming out. Some of you guys may have a cat that is listening to this here. Some of you guys may have shoulder length hair. Some of you guys may have really curly hair. Some of you guys may have brown hair or black hair here. Some of you guys may have a tan to dark skin tone or complexion here as well. The next card that I have on the board is the Trust card. So I am picking up here that your superpower is your faith. your trust in yourself and the ones in the above realm, the universe here, to go wherever it is that you need to go to, even if you may be hesitant, even if you may not know what the outcome may be. You trust that you will be cared for. You will come out okay, is what I am picking up here. So it says, I trust that everything will be okay in the end, partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. So I am picking up here that you guys are people that would rather trust another at first instead of reject people. And when we do have a defensive energy, a rejecting type of energy, we close ourselves off from multiple opportunities that may be good for us, but we're rejecting them because we may not trust it. But you guys trust from the get-go, and if your intuition tells you not to after the fact, then you pull yourself away. But your superpower is trusting from the get-go so that you don't miss out on opportunities in life. Some of you guys may be gymnasts listening to this, or some of you guys may have an incredible balance. So if you're walking somewhere where it's dangerous, you would be able to walk through that pathway with no problem, is what I am picking up here. I am getting here that some of you guys have this energy of resilience as well. That is one of your superpowers. Some of you guys here could walk on like tight ropes and things like that. You have the ability. That's one of your superpowers here. So if you've ever wanted to get into anything of this nature, I am hearing to go for it. I don't know the exact terms. There's also another sport where you walk on a line, like you connected to the trees and then you walk on that line, but I forget the name of it. Some of you guys may have the ability to balance yourself out physically in walking in tight spaces, is what I am picking up. Some of you guys may have a T name or a P in your name, first, middle, or last initial, as well as a D within your name, first, middle, or last initial. The next card that I have on the board is the Eight of Cups here. So I am picking up here that some of you guys have the superpower of strength, like physical strength. Some of you guys are able to carry very, very heavy things that one may not be able to do so on their own. I am picking up here you have the superpower of carrying all the grocery bags at once to bring them back into your house. I am getting that message. I am picking up here that some of you guys have the superpower in creating really nice ceramics here. I am picking that up very strongly for some of you guys listening to this. For some of you guys, you may have a birthday within the month of August. The next card that I have on the board is the Get Grounded card here. So I am picking up here that one of your guys' superpowers is being able to get grounded actually in the other realm, which is different than most people. This is an interesting message because I don't usually get this type of message for people. Usually when I tell people to ground themselves, I tell them to ground themselves in this earthly realm. But I see because you are somebody that may have to show up so much in the earthly realm, one way to ground yourself, not in an escapism type of way, but in a way in which you could free yourself from emotional, mental, and physical burdens, is by connecting with your higher self, your intuitive self, the other realm here, with this card coming out. I'm also picking up here that some of your guys' superpowers is being able to be in higher elevations. Not everybody is, about that. Some people are afraid of heights, but I'm getting here that you aren't, some of you. And if some of you guys are afraid of heights, if you were to push or challenge yourself to go in a higher elevation, you would succeed in that higher elevation, is what I am picking up from Spirit. The next card that I have on the board is the New Chapter card. So I am picking up here with the New Chapter card coming out that some of you guys here are able to invite in newer, fresher perspectives within your life. You don't let the past hold you back. You let it go. You release it here. And I am getting here that you could also help other people release certain things from their past that they may have been needing to move on from for quite some time. And people could watch you dive into new experiences within your life without looking back. And this helps them do the same because they are admiring you in this way, is what I'm picking up from Spirit. There's also a number 24 here, so that age or that number may be of relevance to you, or ages ending in the number 2, 4, or 6. I'm also getting those could be life path numbers, birth dates ending in those numbers, or birth months relating to those numbers. I'm also picking up here that some of your guys' superpowers here is the ability to write a book. Some of you guys may be able to write a book that has multiple chapters within it. The next card that I have on the board is the Look for Fairies. So I am picking up here, some of you guys may be skilled ballerinas here if you were ever wanting to get into that form of dance. You don't have to, that's just for some of you. I am picking up here that some of your guys' superpowers is being able to, again, connect with other dimensions, other realms. Doesn't have to necessarily be fairies per se, but I am picking up here that some of you guys could receive messages or downloads or insights from spirit in nature, especially through the carvings of the trees. So if you were to examine the carvings of the trees more outside, you could make out certain symbologies or certain images, and it would relate to either what's happening within your life or something that is to happen next. There's also number 30 on that card, so that age or that number may be of relevance to you. I am picking up here that ages ending in a 3 or a 0 may be relevant to you, or birth dates ending in those numbers, or life path number 3 may be relevant as well. The next card that I have on the board is the Spear of the Guru Mother. Some of you guys may be really skilled when it comes to hunting here. I don't know why I just randomly thought of Britney Spears, okay? I am picking up here, since Britney Spears is coming up and since she is a mother, I am getting here that some of you guys are able to endure a lot, is what I'm picking up from Spirit. You are always able to come out of situations unscathed and better than before, is what I'm picking up here. Because if we look at Britney, she was under that convertership, I don't know exactly what it's called, and I am picking up here that you guys, even though you may have grown up or you may have been restricted, or you've grown up in some sort of restrictive household or restrictive society, you've been able to break free from that. And that is your superpower, your resilience, your strength to explore what is more that is out there, rather than being stuck, or rather than being trapped or stuck by someone else or by society. I am picking up here that you speared certain people, or you have the ability to surpass certain limiting people within your life, and not everybody has the ability to do so, because a lot of people get stuck and stay in the same situations because of the people that they've grown up with, or the people that they are even still surrounding themselves in. And this card right here has a number 52 on it, so that age or that number may be of relevance to you, or it could be of relevance it could be a relevance to a motherly figure. There could be a maternal figure here, a grandma, aunt, mom that has passed on. I am getting here that they connect with you through nature. So look for signs in regards to them in nature. Maybe there's something significant about the age of 52 relating to them, or ages ending in a 5, a 2, or a 7, or those could just be numbers relating to them or you. Again, those could be life path ending in, or life path relating to those numbers, ages ending in those numbers. I'm also getting the number 8. It could be as well, it could also be birth months relating to those numbers too. So that is all I got for you guys. Some of you guys may be skilled hunting as well, but for certain purposes. I am not getting here, just for fun. I'm getting here in a moralistic way. Now, that's not going to resonate with everybody, and not everybody's going to like that message, but I am getting that for some of you guys here. So that is what I'm seeing there for those of you guys who have chosen Blossom. And that is all I got for you guys, pile number 2. I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope it brought you some form of insight, clarity, or guidance. If it did, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you were to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Comment down below whether this video resonates with you or not. For those of you guys that are wanting to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is look over in my description box. My prices, policies, disclaimers, payment info, and email are within my description box. I highly encourage you to read that information over before sending me an email to get you scheduled in. Once you do read that information over, I will get you scheduled in. And I do want to mention that I am offering a rest of the year reading, and that is a special. It's only going to be run through the months of June and July of 2022. So this is a timeless reading. If June or July has already passed, then this wouldn't apply. But if you are watching this within June or July of 2022, I will be offering a rest of the year reading. It looks into the remainder of the year, 6 months out. I will look into each month in depth. We'll look into career, finances, miscellaneous messages, any type of relations that want to come up, and we will conclude each month with Archangel guidance. It will also look into what it is that Spirit wants you to focus on for the remainder of the year. And that is all I got for you, my mystical starlights. For those of you guys who have chosen Blossom with pile number 2, I'm wishing you guys nothing but great love, great health, abundance, luck, success, and prosperity to come. Bye, guys. All right, so let's get into it. For those of you guys who have chosen pile number 3 with Buttercup, with the toughest Powerpuff of them all, let's get into it. Let's see what your superpowers are. So the first thing that I wrote down, now do keep in mind that some of these messages, some of these superpowers, some of these insights may resonate with you, some of them may not, because this is a general collective reading. So first thing I wrote, earth and water sign placement. So some of you guys may have those sign placements somewhere within your natal chart. I also put some of you guys may be in the LGBTQ community. Some of you guys may have been considered a tomboy when you were younger. Some of you guys may be gender neutral, and some of you guys may have black hair, short black hair, long black hair. I'm also picking up here that some of you guys may have some sort of side bang look going on at this time. So let's get into the superpowers. I have Geokinesis as the first one, which is the ability to control and manipulate Earth. So I am picking up here, or what I got from this is that some of you may be able to use the elements of Earth to your advantage. For herbs to heal, for example. Some of you guys are also incredible at gardening or planting. And I am picking up here that, you know, some of you guys could use certain herbs to heal your own self, or to heal humanity in some sort of sense or way. So for those of you guys that are into particular herbs or the elements of the earth, the earthy aspect of this world, Spirit is saying that you could use the earthy aspects of the world in order to help heal your own self and to heal others. That is one of your superpowers, in particular by using particular herbs, plants, or flowers, is what I am picking up from Spirit. The next card that I have on the board, I wrote down Fireball. So I thought of, you know, like the Fireball drink. Some of you guys may be really good at making alcoholic beverages. Some of you guys may have some sort of weird encounterment with the drink Fireball. Or I'm also hearing that song Fireball. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe some of you guys are bald that are listening to this, or there's something about Pitbull. I mean, that is like really random. Some of you guys could be really great singers, or some of you guys may be Latin that is listening to this, Latino or Latina. I am picking up here that with the energy of fireballs coming up when I was looking over Buttercup's superpowers here, it's not literally that you guys are throwing balls of fire at people, hopefully not, you guys, but it says some of you guys have fire comebacks. So what I got from that is that some of you guys can snap back real quick and put somebody in their place if they are crossing you in any type of sense or way. And you guys may also do this for your friends or your family members around you that you really care and that you really cherish. It says you know how to shut someone down with your words when necessary. Some of you are also amazing when it comes to showing someone tough love. You care for them by telling them the truth instead of enabling them. So one of your superpowers is tough love. Even tough love when it comes to your own self. The next one is a little bit weird here because I put curled tongue, because apparently Buttercup can and go like that with their tongue. That was probably like the ugliest little clip of me there. Do not pause it and make a meme out of it. But I am picking up here that some of you guys are born with certain genetics that are different than the norm. So it could be here, some of you guys are double jointed, for example. Like there's this one person that I have met, they're a dancer and they also like show up to particular events for music artists. They're able to like bend their arms in some weird ways. They're able to like put their head behind their legs. Like they're flexible as hell. So I'm getting here that some of you guys have particular characteristics relating to yourself that you were born with. It's like a part of your genetics here that are your superpowers. And how you may be wondering that is a superpower, because I mean, this guy, like, because of his flexibility, he was able to make something of himself. He was able to become a public figure and make money off of it. So that is a superpower. The second one says Pyrokinesis, the ability to change someone's emotions, whether good or bad. You can cheer someone up, but you can also make them feel a certain way for your advantage, okay? So be careful of manipulating other people, manipulative tendencies or ways, but you also could manipulate someone for the better, to help them grow and expand. But sometimes that is not a good thing, because you need to make sure that that other person is ready to do so. And sometimes it is a good thing, because, you know, if you're dealing with somebody that is bad and you know, are trying to bend their will in order for them to get in trouble, then I guess that could be okay. And that is probably what Buttercup did. Buttercup, in particular situations, you know, tried to manipulate the bad guy so that they could get the bad guy in the end, if that makes sense. The next card, or the next superpower that I have, is I put Buttercup is the color green, which is representative of the heart chakra. Many of you have healing abilities. Some of you could already be in or should pursue fields relating to spirituality, Reiki, tarot. Some of you guys have the ability to make healing, Reiki, tarot, oracle guidance. I put herbalists, sound healers, meditative healers, medical field, doctors, nurses, psychologists, therapists, and counselors. So whether you are a natural within one of those fields that I just mentioned, or whether you're interested in those fields, you have superpowers relating to healing. So dive deeper into it, because you're not only going to be able to heal yourself, but you're going to be able to heal humanity, or your friends, or your family members around you. The next card that I have on the board is, or the next superpower is Geokinetic constructs. You can create tools, armor, or inventions out of the earth. I put elements of the earth. So for example, some of you guys could create certain gadgets that you create out of the elements of the earth. For example, metals, copper, silver. I am getting elements like so. I also put some of you guys have the ability to make healing jewelry out of particular stones, or out of particular metals for others. I also put, or even healing articles of clothing or accessories through recycled materials or earthly elements of the earth. For example, I just went to Oaxaca back in February, and one of the individuals was showing us how they make their, you know, wool blankets and all of that, and they were using particular elements to create certain dyes to color the clothing, or to color the blankets, or to color the vests and things like that. And so I am picking up here that you guys could use certain metaphysical properties of plants, or certain medical physical properties of stones or metals, in order to help heal others, either by creating pieces to heal others, or using those particular elements to heal others. All right, so the next superpower that I have, I just had like a random cough attack. So maybe some of you guys could help people overcome certain issues relating to the throat chakra, cough, sore throats, swollen throats as well. There could be certain remedies that you could come up with, that you could even market, sell, or produce for the sick, or for people that are experiencing throat chakra problems. It can even be people that like to smoke, or that have smoking addictions here. You could come up with something that is healthy, that is relating to the earth, that is organic, to help people stop addictions like so. Some of you guys may help heal people through the element of marijuana. I am picking that up for some of you guys listening to this. Now, the next one that I have is weather manipulation. So what I got from this is that you guys are able to sense what moods or vibrations will be surrounding you that day by taking on, or by examining the weather. So I am picking up here that if there's like a stormy, cloudy energy outside, you may start to notice around you that there are moody people around you, or frustrated people around you, or there's anger, or, you know, random fiery energy coming out of people, and that could be because of the weather. So some of you guys are able to relate the weather to the energies around you, or to your own energy, is what I'm picking up here. And people are not aware in this sense or way. So this is one of your guys' superpowers here. And then I also put, some of you guys may be good at baking or creating some sort of sweets. And the reason why I got that is because buttercup, it reminds me of like butter and Reese's peanut butter cup. So I am picking up here that some of you guys are skilled at baking or making particular sweets or candies. That is one of your superpowers. So let's get into some Oracle cartomancy cards here, tarot cards here, to see what your other superpowers may be. To start off with the 5 of Spades here, one of your guys' superpowers is to cut people off. You're not afraid to cut people off. You're also not afraid to express your anger towards somebody. You aren't somebody that is going to hold something in. And this is one of your superpowers, because when you state how it is that you feel, instead of holding back your emotions, instead of expressing yourself, instead of being vulnerable, when you are able to express yourself in this way, you're heard by other people. And if they honor you, or if they have to listen to what it is that you have to say, then the situation gets resolved. If not, you also have the ability here to cut these people off. So with the 5 of Spades here, you are somebody that has a strong sense of self and a strong sense of boundaries here with this card coming out here. You're not afraid to block someone. You're not afraid to stop talking to someone. And that is one of your superpowers. You're not a simp, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. Also, some of you guys may have green eyes that is listening to this. I forgot to mention that. So the next 2 cards that I have on the board is the Take a Break. It says, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. And I also have the No card. So you know when to take a break from something. You know not to run yourself down. You know when to say no to other people, other outlets, events that do not serve you, so that you could go into an energy of solitude. And not everybody knows how to do so. Not everybody knows how to say no to other people. A lot of people are yes people. A lot of people are people pleasers, and you are not one of those people here. I'm also getting here that you guys have the superpower of being able to have certain events on certain days, is what I'm picking up here. So you're like that type of person amongst a group where if you're not going and you can't make it, but you really want to go, like you have the superpower through your own energy for these people to, or to manifest this energy that these people will move, postpone a particular date just for you here. And I don't really feel like it's you manipulating them. I just feel like it's them naturally wanting to do so for you here, because people like your presence. Even though you guys may be tough, even though you guys may spit out cold, hard facts and truths at times, I am picking up here people like that. They like your demeanor. They like your energy here. But they also know that you're not one to mess with when it comes to your energy. I have sorrow over a loss here. So I am picking up here that you aren't somebody that stays down for too long here. So if you did take an L in regards to something, I am picking up here that you will always prevail. You always pick yourself back up. You're always able to move on here. And again, not many people are able to move on. And even if somebody has caused you sadness and anger, resentment, guilt, and even though you may think about them from time to time, and even though they may hit you up or try to get in your energetic field once more, or even hang out with you physically, you have the superpower within your own self to say no, because you know that that person is not deserving of you. You know that that person is not allowed back into your energetic field, because it would be a dishonor, a disgrace to your own self. Right? So you guys have a strong sense of morals here, which is one of your superpowers. The number 51 may be of relevance. That could be a particular age that may be of relevance to one of you guys, or ages ending in the number 5, 1, 6, or 8. Those could also be life path numbers, birth dates ending in those numbers, or birth months. The next card that I have on the board is the IT computer card. So some of you guys are really good at fixing computer problems, laptop problems, tech problems, and not everybody knows how to do so here with this IT card coming out. So like whenever I have a problem that slows me down when it comes to one of my tech devices, I have to call my uncle up and I'm like, hey, like, I don't know what is going on here, but you need to fix it. And some of you guys don't need to do so because you can fix it on your own end, by your own self. The next card that I have on the board is the Nail Tech card. So I am picking up here with the Nail Tech card coming out that some of your guys' superpowers here is being able to create some bomb-ass nails. You make people feel good and look good here with the Nail Tech card coming out. The next card that I have on the board is the Energy card, which relates to all these cards that we've just been going over. It says, stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. So one of your superpowers is protecting your energy, is not being a people pleaser. Some of you guys may be good at making energizer drinks if you are wanting to get into that market. I am picking up here, some of you guys are also good at creating art through beverages or particular foods. Like the way you present particular beverages or foods, it is a superpower here. It's appealing is what I am picking up. The next card that I have on the board says, Story of My Life. As I tell myself the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. So I am picking up here that your superpower is seeing the good in people. It doesn't mean that you need to invite everyone in or accept everyone back in, but you still wish people well, even if they may have wronged you in some sort of sense or way, because you know that, sometimes people aren't doing their best, but they're trying their best. And sometimes people slip up. And I feel like you notice this. I feel like you know that people are human. And I feel like it's okay for people to mess up after a certain point. It's not for you, which is good because you don't want somebody to keep on repeating the same thing over and over again. And so one of your superpowers actually is illuminating these aspects within other people. After somebody connects with you, they go into this introspective energy of stuff that they need to work on within their own selves. Some of you guys have the superpower of making some really good bouquets of flowers, floral arrangements. Some of you guys have the superpower of making really pretty floral arrangements or using flowers for something here that is going to be only specific for some of you guys here. Some of you guys have the superpowers of creating protective Jones. I don't know why I said Jones. Maybe somebody has the last name Jones here, or somebody of that name to know that this is your reading. Somebody here may make protective jewelry or wear protective stones, even is what I'm picking up here. I am getting here though, if you make jewelry here, that has to do with protection. That is one of your superpowers. You help protect yourself by making these particular pieces of jewelry, and you help others protect their own selves. Some of you guys may like to wear hats, or some of you guys may have the superpower of protecting your crown chakra, your thoughts, your ideas, because a lot of people like to a lot of people like to blab out what it is that they are trying to bring into fruition, but you know when to hold certain information back before you have produced the results, is what I'm picking up here. And then the bottom of this card says, and let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn that Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. So some of you guys may have superpowers in acting. Some of you guys may be in acting or theater related pursuits. I am picking up here that some of you guys here have the ability to create something that will be prize worthy. You could win something, is what I am picking up here. Some of you guys have the superpower of dating. Okay, not everybody is about it, but you are somebody that a lot of people like to date here, whether you may realize it or not. I'm also getting here that P names may be of significance, first, middle, or last initial. The next card that I have on the board is the Ace of Earth. So the Ace of Earth talks about birthing things into creation. Some of you guys have the ability to create things and market, sell, or produce them on your own end by your own self here. Also, with the Ace of Earth coming up here, some of you guys may have the superpower of creating clothing or creating certain accessories. Again, I am picking up here, some of you guys have the superpower of knitting, sewing, crocheting. I am picking that up very strongly. Some of you guys may be getting a newborn pet upcoming here, or you have a newborn baby within your life, or this is something to come in your future, is what I'm picking up here. Some of you guys are also very, very good at creating out of particular resources relating to the earth again. Like, I feel like you could create a lot of pieces within your own home if you were wanting to. So that is what I'm seeing with that card. The next one that I have is the intuition card. Some of you guys may have superpowers in doing eyelash extensions, doing people's makeup, doing eyebrows. I'm also picking up here, some of you guys have the psychic powers of inner knowing, inner insight. You could see things that other people cannot, is what I am picking up here. So with the intuition card coming up here, know that you could trust in your intuition and know that what you see and feel to believe true, it is true, is what I'm picking up here. The number 18, 1, 8, or 9 may be of relevance to you. It could be life path numbers, ages ending in those numbers, birth months or birth dates relating to those numbers. And then the last card that I have on the board is the meditate card. This card right here, like the top of it, reminds me of the Jamba Juice symbol. So some of you guys may be really good at making smoothies, or again, I keep on getting something about energizing energy. Some of you guys may be really good at helping people get their energy levels back. That may be one of your superpowers, or by you meditating, by you going inwards, or by you even helping other people meditate, you help them come back into their vitality here. Some of you guys have the superpower of being charged by the sun. If you were to sit in sunlight, even just for like 5 minutes, your energy levels will be recharged up. Here is what I'm picking up. And some of you guys have the superpower of performing guided meditations or any form of meditations. Here is what I am picking up. And then the number 35 is on this card. So that age or that number may be a relevance to you. It could also be ages ending in the number 3, 5, or 8, birth months relating to the numbers 3, 5, or 8, birth dates ending in those numbers, or life path numbers. So that is all I got for those of you guys who have chosen Buttercup here for pile number 3. I hope you guys like this reading. I hope I brought you some form of insight, clarity, or guidance. If it did, I would greatly appreciate it if you were to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. Feel free to comment down below whether this video resonated with you or not. For those of you guys that are wanting to book a personal reading with me, all you have to do is look over my description box. My prices, policies, disclaimers, and payment info, as well as my email, are within my description box. I encourage you to look that over before sending me an email to get you scheduled in. Once you do send me an email, I will get you scheduled in. I will assign you a booked reading date, and you should expect your reading anytime from your booked reading date going into 7 days after. So it could be any time frame within those 7 days that you would get your, not any time frame, but any time within those 7 days in which you would receive your reading, and not including weekends. So do keep that in mind. The 7 days do not include weekends. I also am offering a rest of the year special spread. So if you're not, it's okay, disregard this. But if you're watching this within the months of June or July of 2022 and you want to know what's going on for you within the rest of the year, the remainder of the year, I do offer a rest of the year reading. It is $100 that looks into each month in depth for the remainder of the 6 months of this year. If you book within July, it will cover into January of 2023. And each month I look into finances, career, I look into money, any type of money matters, any type of miscellaneous messages, any type of relationships that want to come up, as well as archangel guidance. So if you're interested in that, all you have to do is send me an email. And that is all I got for those lovely people that have chosen Buttercup with pile number 3. I'm wishing you guys nothing but great love, great health, abundance, luck, success, and prosperity to come. Bye, guys.